He was given a vast amount of money, and that was all made through tariffs. As we had no income tax. The income tax came in 1913. As I said in my speech last week, instead of taxing our citizens to enrich foreign nations, we should be tariffing and taxing foreign nations to enrich our citizens. Does that make sense?
People, I have something to show you in a historical sense. I believe I have stumbled upon something historical in relation between what he's saying and what JFK said back in the day.
Through tariffs, as we had no income tax. The income tax came in 1913. As I said in my speech last week, instead of taxing our citizens to enrich foreign nations, we should be tariffing and taxing foreign nations to enrich our citizens. Does that make sense, huh?
Oh, come on, Trump. Do it. Oh, my God. This is going to be so historic, dude.
They hired, or tried to hire, 88,000 new workers to go after you, and we're in the process of developing a plan to either terminate all of them or maybe we'll move them to the border.
Now, what I think he's doing is talking in code. The 88,000 tax people that Biden administration was going with. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friendship Pearson. Welcome again to my channel. It is Monday, January 27th of 2025, almost 10 p.m. Stumbled upon this, and I did some decoding. I want you to see something. I want you to see that a Revenue Act of 1964, yeah, let's read together. United States Revenue Act of 1964, also known as the Tax Reduction Act, was a tax cut act proposed by, guess who? JFK, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, passed by the 88th United States Congress. Isn't that something? Didn't he just talk about moving the 88 IRS agents jokingly to the border? The 88, why is the 88 coming up? The 88th United States Congress passed this bill back in the day and signed into law by President Lyndon B. Johnson. The act became law on February 26, 1964. So basically, I'm going to show you that before that, JFK had made a proposal, but he never saw it happen because he died. Kennedy proposed the bill on the advice of Keynesian economics Walter Heller, who believed that temporary deficit spending would boost economic growth. The act was initially blocked by Democrats like Senator Harry F. Byrd, but Lyndon Johnson was able to guide it through Congress after the assassination of Kennedy in November 1963. Okay, let me show you guys something else here. In January of 1963, Kennedy presented Congress with a tax proposal that would reduce the top margin tax rate from 91% to 65% and lower the corporate tax rate from 52% to 47%. In total, the cut was projected to decrease income taxes by about $10 billion and corporate taxes about $3.5 billion. Okay, so my question to you is history repeating itself? Just look at this here. Johnson signed the bill into law on February 26, 1964. So we have February 26, 1964. In January, that's when Kennedy made the proposal. Kennedy spoke on it December 14th, 1962. And again, February 26, 1964, right? So yeah, so we cooking with grease. Let me go back into here. So yeah, United States Revenue Act of 1964, also known as the Tax Reduction Act, was a tax cut act proposed by JFK. Yeah, there he is. He proposed it. Now, I'm gonna show you what makes it interesting, because I'm gonna have you look at all the numbers. Watch this here. First of all, I put this out on my live today because I don't know if anybody knew this. Today is January 27th of 2025. On July 13th of 2024, that's when Trump got hit in the head in Baylor, Pennsylvania. In Butler, Pennsylvania, Trump got hit in the head on July 13th, 2024. And today is 1/27/2025. Do you know that was exactly 6 months and 14 days ago? And that's Trump's birthday, June 14th. And I said, I believe in 2 videos, I wonder what was going to happen today, right? Well, interesting, right? Now check this out. On the 25th, that was Saturday, that's when Trump made his proposal about the no tax on tips and dealing with the IRS. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he said he wants to do away with it. Anyway, he's doing some type of surgery. He made this talk on 1/25 of 2025. Well, guess what? On 2/26, there's a historical thing, right? Remember, on 2/26/1964, that's when the Revenue Act was passed, I just told you about, on February 26th. So let's go back to that. I just took 2/26 and graduated to 2024, the year previous to this year. And the difference is, people, 47 weeks. Isn't that interesting? He's the 47th president. Now watch this. 11/22/1963, that's when JFK died. On 2/26, that's when the Revenue Act was passed after he was dead. All right? Literally, 2/26/1964 is when it was passed. On 11/22/1963, that's when he died. What's the difference? The difference is 96 days. So 96 days after he died, that's when that legislation passed that he wanted for the new taxes. Okay. The 96th day of the year, people, is April 6th. That's 4/6. How old was JFK when he died? What if I told you he was 46 years old when he died? So April 6th, isn't that something? Isn't that something? Look, I'm just putting it out there. 96 days after he made the proposal, he was dead. 96 days later, 96 days after he died, the proposal went through for his new taxes. And 96 means April 6th. And April 6th is 4/6. And he died at 46 years old. Come on, man. Now look at this here. On 1/25, Saturday, he made a talk about the taxes, right? Same date, Saturday, versus 12/14. What is 12/14? Well, on 12/14/1962, that's when he spoke about pushing this tax reform bill. 12/14/1962. I just brought up the date, 12/14/2024, the year before this year. Well, actually the same year. So take 12/14/2024, the anniversary of the day he spoke about the taxes, versus 1/25/2020. Oh, wow. I should make that this year. Okay. So that gives us, see if I make it the same year. Okay, here we go. So let's do it again. I apologize. If you take today's date, I'm sorry, Saturday's date, 1/25 of 2025, subtracted from the anniversary date of the day he made a proposal on taxes of 12/14/2025, the difference is 46 weeks. And he died at 46 years old. It's so many numbers, people, I tell you. Look, I had a whole list of stuff, so sorry, I'm kind of jumping in the brain. But this is interesting. It's history repeating itself. I have one more situation. Or do I? No, I don't. Now, here we go. He proposed this, like I said. Let's do the Fox News thing. How about that? Trump vows to deliver on no tax on tips campaign, promising during Las Vegas speech, 100% yours. That's something else, isn't it? And I noticed the lady had on red and black. That kind of made me pause And that's like in the Burgundy family, what he's got on. And then that's in the black and the white. These are the primary people. I was like, wow, the colors are speaking, are they? So yeah, people, what do you think? Do you think history is repeating itself? What are the odds? Is he living in the Kennedy shadow? I'm gonna tell you what I believe. I believe that the powers have Trump acting out just about every scenario that JFK went through before his demise. That's what I believe, and I don't believe this is any different. When you look at what's going on here, the dates, like for example, Saturday's date versus the 2/26, which is the day that that revenue thing passed. It's 47 weeks. You can't get no closer than that. Actually, it's 47 weeks and 5 days, but still, it's 47. And Trump's the 47th president. I really believe the powers have him acting out the Kennedy years so that when something goes down in the future, you're not gonna know who to point the finger at. And I'm gonna keep you up to date on it, people. I'm gonna keep you up on every little nook and cranny. He has a lot in common with JFK. JFK is buried in Arlington National Cemetery, Lot 45. Trump's the 45th president. JFK was born in 1917. Trump became president in 2017. And I've done videos on the time travel thing. He has a lot in common with Kennedy. And I'm telling you, they're not gonna stop people. My name is Franchise Pierce. If you like the work, please subscribe, thumbs up, hit that bell so you can get the notifications. If you don't, look for my videos at least 3 times a day. God bless you.